Alright, so we are up here for Field Day 2018. Field Day is a amateur radio contest, or technically not a contest, but it's still a contest, for amateur radio operators. It's designed to basically help us practice and exercise emergency communication across the United States. So basically we try to operate under less than ideal operations or conditions, away from home, portable power, stuff like that. So we've come up here to Strawberry Reservoir. You can see Strawberry way down there. And this is where we have set up. We have a special event permit with the Forest Service, and have basically, this is our second year coming up to this location. It's absolutely amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys around where our Field Day location is. So let's go ahead and start over here first. Alright, so this is station number 2. This is the digital station. So we use various digital modes to communicate to other stations over HF radio. So these are some of our antennas that we have set up. There are over 40,000 participants typically across the United States and Canada that will participate in this. So right here, this 3-element beam, this is designed for what they call 6 meters. It falls within the VHF portion, and we use this to bounce signals off of what we call sporadic E, basically little electrical storms in the sky, if you think of it kind of that way. So that's what this guy is. Sporadic E doesn't really stick around a lot. It is typically only open a couple of months out of the year, and right now it is super open. So we've got this guy set up. Alright, so we are also operating off of not only diesel and gas generators, but also solar panels and batteries. So this is one station that we have. This allows us to talk back home, all the way back home. This is our digital tent. We have everything linked and networked together via basically a massive network, a massive huge wireless network. So we're linking all of the stations together with this. So inside of here, we've got a couple of stations. This one's designed for operating CW, or Morse code, is what this would be for. So we've got a bunch of different battery backups, some crossband repeaters, and this is the digital station. So over here, there's basically different programs that we use that send different messages over HF radio. So rather than sending it over the internet, we're actually bouncing it off of the skywaves to be able to send the same data. So if the internet went down, we'd be able to pass files and different things like that the same way. So that digital station comes and runs out this coax, and it connects to this large antenna. So this is a 40-foot mast that goes essentially straight vertical, and then once it reaches the top, we have an antenna that runs out to this side, to the top of this guy, and then we also have, it runs out from the top of that all the way over to the top of that mast. So this one's about 110 feet in length. Alright, so this is our digital communications. This links all of the laptops. We have a massive local area network, and this is all running off of battery power. We can hook it up to generators, different things like that. But basically anything and everything that we would need for networking purposes we have here. And then we have what they refer to as an omnidirectional antenna at the very top that allows us to have all of the various stations connect into this. So this is our main router, basically your main router. Imagine a wireless router for your home network, but on steroids. Alright, so this section is what we call the GOTA, or the GOTA station. Get on the air is what GOTA stands for. This is kind of part of the contest, but not really. This station is designed for people who don't have licenses, that would like to try their hand at HF radio. So this is, we have a GOTA coach that will help teach people how to use HF radio. So this is the antenna that we have set up. And all of those wires do something. And this is also about 40 feet in the air as well. And then it's also the 3-mast setup. and comes down to the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to be kind of quiet as I come around the corner, as they're going to be trying to pick out signals and potentially really weak signals. So we're going to come in here and peek. But this is what we call a phone station. That basically means they're talking with their voice. It's not digital and it's not Morse code.
CQ, Kilo 7, Golf, Sierra, Lima, field day.
Alright, so this is station number 1. Very similar to the other 2 stations, we have 3 masts. The fun part about this contest or event, ham radio event, they're trying to get away from calling it a contest, is that we have deadlines and only a certain amount of time that we are allowed to set all of this up. So these guys are, I think these are 48 feet, I think is what we had measured. So again, there's another mast way back there behind the trees that you can't really see. That's the center one, and then this is one of the end ones. So if that gives you kind of any idea, that aspen right there is, well, probably a 20-foot tree. So, and then over here, we have one of the other stations, and this is a phone station, which means that they're talking via voice.
CQ Field Day, Kilo 7 Uniform Victor Alpha. CQ Field Day, Kilo 7 Uniform Victor Alpha. CQ Field Day, Kilo 7 Uniform Victor Alpha. CQ, Kilo 7 Uniform Victor Alpha, Field Day.
Kilo 7 Delta Alpha.
Kilo 7 Delta Alpha.
Kilo 7 Delta Alpha, K7UVA.
So normally we have a bunch of fires and we have a bunch of you know, bonfires and whatnot, campfires and whatnot, but because of this year, with the fire conditions extremely dangerous, we've gone ahead and foregone that this year. Alright, so I just made the long trek to the last station, station number 3. So this is a little bit of a different station. As you can tell, it's a lot further away from the others, but connected to all of the other computers over there using the same network. This one, we have, again, 3 masts that run in the back with antennas. This one's only about 20 feet tall. This one, we also have another setup. So these guys are not just doing HF radio with voice, but we also have this 2-beamed multi-element VHF station. This is designed and used to track and follow satellites, and it will send a message up on 70 centimeters and receive it from the satellite on 2 meters. So this will track and follow it and basically shoots the signal just like a laser pointer. So, and we've got all the computers and stuff set up inside to basically control that. So we're going to go ahead and look inside the other station. They're not doing satellite right now, but they are doing HF radio.
Back on that 2 Alpha. I think I was seeing clear about it. Kilowatt 6, November, Sierra, November, Yankee. I guess Santa Clara Valley. Okay. This is Kilowatt 7, Uniform Victor Alpha, CQ Field Day, CQ Field Day.
And last but not least, where would Field Day be without the mandatory porta potties that the Forest Service makes us bring up? So that's basically Field Day in a short little video. So that's kind of basically more or less it. A lot of work in under 24 hours worth of combined time, and we're not allowed to start until just a couple of days before. So a lot of fun, but a lot of work.